starting these videos can be very time-consuming, frustrating. This is my 5th attempt, so Cancer hi. Welcome to Surrender to the Flow Tarot. I'm Denise, and I'm going to be doing a timeless general reading for the collective of Cancer. Sun, Moon, Rising, or Venus, any placement is fine. It's a general reading, so it might not resonate with everybody. Just take what resonates and leave the rest. Today's reading was inspired by the short film by Florence and the Machine called The Odyssey, and also by the song St. Jude, and the book, The Alchemist. So today's reading, we are going to be asking the universe what disasters you are creating within yourself for yourself. And then we're going to be asking the universe where the universe would like to see you move into, like what space. And then we're going to ask the universe for some advice and or steps to take and how for you to get to that space, how you can get to that space. And we are going to be using these cool decks. This one is the Tarot of Light and Shadow, so it is 2 decks in this set, and it's full decks, and it's light and shadow. So obviously we're going to be using the shadow one for the messages about what disasters you're creating within yourself, and the light one for where the universe wants you to go. And we're going to pull an oracle card for the advice on how to get into the space the universe wants you to move into. And that is from the Heart Path Oracle cards. These are really dope. They're all dope. I'm going to be consulting the books because the oracle cards are really detailed and there's no way I'll ever be able to remember everything. Plus they're new. So these are the first readings I'm doing with both of these decks. And the Light and Shadow has twists on the versions, on the descriptions of the tarot, especially for the shadow, you know. It's not quite like when it's in reverse, but it's like that. It's sometimes both upright or reversed. You'll see. Okay, so thank you for coming and thank you for sharing your energy with me. I'm truly grateful to be able to do this for you guys. Think about subscribing if you haven't already. You will get updated when I post new videos, and it also helps the channel out, and it's free to you. It doesn't cost anything. You just click the button or like or thumbs down, like whatever you're feeling, and definitely comment if it resonates with you. I want to hear that stuff. It's really helpful. All right, so here we go. Are you ready? Ooh, 2 disasters. Lucky you guys. You got on the bottom of the deck the 4 of Serpents, which is in this deck pentacles or coins. Oh, that's a flame. See that? That's from the candle. Woo! Okay. And you got the Lovers and Justice. Okay. So what I've noticed so far is when I go with my intuition, or when I go with my traditional my understanding of traditional tarot, it doesn't fully match with what the book says for this deck, but I want to give the intuition a chance today before I look at the book and try to keep in mind the traditional. But let's see, okay? We're doing this together, guys. Y'alls. No genders in tarot, by the way. Masculine and feminine just mean those aspects. You can, if you are feminine and a feminine card comes up, that can mean you. But if you are masculine or non-binary and a feminine card comes up, it means that aspect of yourself, and vice versa. Get it? All right, here we go. The Lovers. So I'm not sure if I see a mirroring or a complementing. It's like really a similarity, like almost like mirroring, but with a twist. And a sadness for something underneath. Something maybe you, one or both of you haven't, okay, hold on. Haven't shared. This also could be, if you don't have a person, a romantic person, this could be about yourself, because the Lovers is the harmony of, the harmonious blending of the masculine and the feminine, and of the divine and emotional masculine and the divine and emotional feminine. And so those can all be aspects of yourself too. So we'll see what this is, but don't count this out yet if you don't have a person, okay? It's maybe showing a portal. Dragons are flying. Looks like dragons. Okay, so see this? I can't figure out if that's her like lifting the veil or opening another dimension. You know, I'm 49 and my eyes are really bad. It's just how it is. So I could be seeing it totally wrong. And these are like dragons flying, I don't know, or like some kind of salamanders. I just noticed that these and his turban match that. Oh, and back there too. But do you see what I mean by the mirroring? But slightly different. There's also something like slightly exaggerated for like attention about it. And we'll look at the Justice card too. So the Lovers is Gemini and the Justice card is Libra. That doesn't have to mean anything, but it might mean something. Okay, she has the same veil-y thing that is her throne. So what disaster could you be creating for yourself with the Justice card and the Lovers? I don't know if it's a blocking. The Lovers is also a choice. It's a choice to come into harmony. So You could be blocking. Your movement could be stagnant, where you only get to a certain level ever in relationships, whether with the person or with the one in your development of it, and then you stay there. So let's read and see what it is, okay? Will you tell me once again? Sorry. That's a Robin song. Hang with me. I sporadically sing. It's just gonna happen. Okay. So we'll do the general description and then we'll do the shadow description. They go faster than it looks. Twin souls, we're starting with the lovers. It is said, the lovers mirror each other, balancing each other's desires and hopes according to the depths of their passion. Though the lovers might be any famous couple, they are more than this, for the card embodies the idea of divine love in all its forms. The couple represents all lovers, not just human love, but all love of mankind for its gods or its gods for humanity. The Platonic belief that the cosmos was driven by the power of love was a widely held belief for long after the classical period. Here the lovers stand in the midst of love's garden, lost in contemplation of each other, their hearts wide open to whatever comes next. I didn't pick that up from this card. Because I just see them like you're on the top of a planet. You know what I mean? Like they're standing on the top of a planet. Because I guess that's how I see love. Love, so that maybe you guys see it that way too. Love is a deeply emotional, but like deeply intuitive, cosmic thing. Cosmic meaning cosmic consciousness, everything and all things, and you know. Okay, shadow reading. In the twilight garden, the flowers have become serpents. The trickster love has emboldened the pair to commit to each other. Oh, that's why, because that was see the light? The other description was really for the light. There's an ant crawling on the window. Hello, ant. Where did you come from? I'm on the second floor. I don't know. Their shading umbrella is folded, but its head points to the moon as though it would puncture it, letting fall the sustaining rays of love's miraculous healing power, its ability to bind all upon whom its light falls in bonds of silk and dream. In most reading, the card serves literally to marry the meanings of the cards that surround it. People fall in and out of love all the time, and this card may suggest either a burgeoning romance or the end of a relationship. But in every case, love himself watches over those his darts have struck. And in any reading concerned with romantic love, the implication is the presence of help and hope. Weird. Let's see what justice is. So maybe it's not that you're blocking a relationship, it's that maybe you're holding on to the end of it, like you're not letting it go. See, that would be told more, I guess, with a clarifier. We might pull a clarifier, but we'll see. All right, we're going to do justice. I feel like super student mode with this whole reading in general. Yesterday's air sign readings and today. I don't know what's going on. Just trying to embrace it. Okay, justice. Justice waits and watches, untouched by pleas for mercy, dispensing her currency of truth from her scales, weighing all circumstances. Scattered throughout the sequence of the major arcana are figures that represent the four cardinal virtues of humanity: justice, fortitude or strength, temperance, and prudence or the hermit. Originally listed by Plato, they were considered to be the foundational concepts that raised mankind above the level of the animal kingdom. Christianity later added three more: faith, hope, and charity, creating a moral framework upon which humanity could build a stable world. Justice ranked the highest among these, as she was believed to balance the scales of fate in such a manner that all who followed her received their just deserts according to the way of the life they lived. Earlier echoes of the archetypes point to the goddess Aste, who, according to Greek myth, lived on earth during the Golden Age. But as humanity became increasingly wicked, she withdrew to live among the heavens, from where she could oversee the provision of justice to all. Okay, the shadow reading is: in the twilight realm, justice raises her sword. She's a warrior in the service of the law. She may challenge us to see if we are refusing to observe the situation honestly. This can result in blaming everyone and everything for things we have caused ourselves. In readings concerned with relationships, either personal or professional, it indicates a need to be absolutely fair in our dealings. Justice is forever impartial and requires us to be the same. If your concern is with your personal progress, you may need to reassess your approach. You should not forget that the notion of justice and fairness is something we can personally implement in our dealings with the world. I'm going to pull a clarifier because I feel like it's too broad. Because it seems really like one situation, not like a bunch of situations. Do you know what I mean? Like, because this is your disaster, or maybe that is your situation, that currently your disaster is holding on to a relationship, or it's the end of a relationship. Let's see. Tell us more. My intent for the readings of your disasters was more of like a broader, like encompassed holistically more, not just specific, but judgment. I'm not going to torture you guys. I'm going to see, because I would read this as the ending if this was normal cards. Do you know what I mean? I mean, I guess it's pretty clear. Well, it's pretty clear something has happened. It doesn't necessarily have to be bad, but I don't think I'm going to read this out loud. Give me a second. Again, it's, you think you see a plain and simple change of approach to the way you view a situation, or far more earth-shattering call to change the direction of your entire life, but the reality is far more subtle. The card appears at a time when you may be at a crossroads in your life and need to make the appropriate decision as to which path to take, based on your own judgment. The imagery of the phoenix, so maybe you're separated from yourself. So it's hard for you to make your own judgment because you feel kind of scattered or not steady. Do you know what I mean? You don't have solid grounding. You feel like you're doubting yourself and your ability to make the decision, maybe. The imagery of the phoenix offers both the gift of certainty and the equally important gift of separation, not from the dear things of life, but rather the old and often negative roads we may have followed. In both worlds, it asks us to face change, to ask the burning questions in order to be restored. So that's it, I think. This is the disasters you Cancerians have created for yourself is an inability to accept change or to make change. It's not a straight refusal, because remember we had the 4 of coins on the bottom. And on the bottom of the clarifier, it's the Ace of Swords. So it's about not being able to tell yourself the truth in matters, specifically, I think, in relationships. So in intrapersonal relationships. And inter, I guess. I kind of want to pull clarifier on why you're like that, like what happened. But I'm going to. I haven't done this yet. You guys are my 4th reading. Feel like it's important for somebody. So I'm using the Fountain Tarot. Okay, what happened? Where was this? The Page of, oh, it didn't come out. The Page of Wands flipped over. Page of Wands, the 8 of Coins, sideways. I read sideways. It means depending on the position, it's going into the reverse. That's why it's important for me, from how it's positioned. It's going in the reverse. The Fountain is on the bottom. The Fountain is being one with, is IB. It's its own special card for the Fountain Tarot. It means IB. It means sitting in the stillness of being. It's when you are fully actualized. 3D and 5D, everything. Okay, the 8 of Pentacles or coins going into the reverse. This is something that you knew a lot about, you know a lot about. You feel it deeply within you. A draw to whatever happened. You feel a deep connection so that it moved you, the Page of Wands, right, to learn about it. But something happened in mastering the skill of it. So is the skill of it your divinity? Let me check the book on that just to make sure I'm not losing something. I always feel really self-conscious about checking the book a lot, or at all. But it really, my brain takes in so much information. It's, what the heck? Where are they? Where are they? It's hard to retain everything. And I get like the general gist of stuff, because there's a lot of general gist of things, right? Okay. It could be about moving to, see, this is why I look, because it could be about moving to a higher level in an important aspect of life, relationships or family, it says. And to make long range plans, frustration or dissatisfaction. Right. I mean, okay, so it's just going, so there's some kind of commitment issue, huh? And maybe that's all you've seen modeled around you, like maybe your caretaker's parents divorced or something happened, something, we're talking about how you got to this place of why you block, or why this is hard for you to merge harmoniously and not be personally attached to whatever the outcome needs to be. And I do feel strongly it's something you witnessed growing up. I'm also getting past lives and like star seeds, like planetary, different planet influences. Because maybe it's so hard for you, maybe if you're a star seed, right? The human aspects of being human are really difficult, and the limitations of communicating in just a human 3D way are really difficult. And so maybe that is something that you're inadvertently, like you're not consciously bringing that into your relationships, but that could be a reason why they're not working or why you can't let go. Do you know what I'm saying? Because that's where the imbalance is, or that's what you need to study more of. You need to look more into your divine self. You feel me? All right, comment in the comments. I would love to know how this resonates and how you read it, if it's something different or if this resonated with you. Okay. All right. So now we're going to what space does the universe want you to move into? You want to guess? That would be fun. Like, let's guess where the universe wants you to go. Obviously in balance, in a place of balance. Sorry, I get these really annoying alerts that are attached to my calendar and they're spam, and they pop up and they don't go away unless I flick them. So that's what that is. And I have to say this every video in case there's people who are new. They're gonna be like, what is she doing? So sorry to everyone who's already heard that. Okay. Universe, where do you want kids? Ooh, the hangman came out, but I only take flippers that flip over my thumb. I'll show it to you anyway, though. That's interesting and not surprising, right? Wants you to have a different perspective. Tucky. Ha! The Chariot. And on the bottom is the Queen of Serpents, which is the Queen of Pentacles. Okay, so the universe wants you to move into a place of stability, of oneness, of recognizing your oneness, and to literally move into it. To let the energy, the momentum of the energy move you into the next harmonious space. Which, if we're going in order of the major arcana, that would be strength. After the Chariot is strength, right? Or justice. I think sometimes they're flipped. So the universe wants you to have confidence in yourself, and to be centered, and to know that you can trust whatever decisions you're making, and to make them quicker than you normally do, you know? And to stand in the power of that, right? That's nice from the universe. Okay. Gods and goddesses and themesses. Themesses. How would you say goddess or god? Non-binary. Themodesses. Gods, goddesses, and themodesses. Let's see your your advice. Hair everywhere. Okay, universe. What steps can our Cancerians take to get to the space you want them to go to? I'm gonna split it because they're hard to hold. They're like long and there's a lot of them. Okay, I'll take the bottom of this one just to look at it. These don't go in reverse, just FYI. Listen to the voice of the earth is underneath it. Ooh, love is in the air. Everything is perfectly balanced. Look at that, guys. Guys, gals, y'alls, them, dolls. You see it says love in the clouds back there. This is playful, right? There's a certain amount of playfulness and balance. Those colors always, the purples and the blues, make me feel home, like I'm home, which is the stars. Serene, it makes me feel serenity. Okay, let's see. It makes sense, y'all, that you guys have a love-centered reading, since your cups, and that cups is all about emotions, and you know, Cancer is like deeply romantic. So this makes a lot of sense that this is what's going on for you guys. Is in your shadow side, that's what it would be, because in your light side you'd be fully aligned, right? Love-wise, in giving and being true. Not aspects of love, a true, I can't think of the word. Doesn't matter. Okay, love is in the air. The card you have selected brings you on a journey to a realm that exists outside of this dimension. Everything in your life is perfectly balanced. There are beautiful light beings holding you up and bringing you that which you need. Optimistic Jupiter is magnifying all the attributes of the dog, loyalty and cheerfulness, the cat, independence and self-confidence, the bird, communication and adaptation, and the flower, beauty and faith. Your family, whether here or on the other side of the veil, is proud of you and sending you positive energy. Ancestors, right? Or yeah, ancestors, or the like your stellar ancestors. You feel me? Like your Pleiadian or Syrian or whatever, or whichever light worker or light seed you light seed, star seed, light seed. I like that. Star seed you identify with. You have the creativity, strength, agility, and intelligence to follow your dreams. Remember, you are a child of the universe. You are here to bring love and balance to a world that needs your help. When you close your eyes, feel your heart, and focus on your breathing, you contact the part of you that is universal, endless, and loving. Meditation, standing in the sun, being in the water, the things that bring you back in the flow, but ground you, that make you feel like that, like yourself again, you know? Don't take anything too seriously and keep a sense of humor about things. Know that when people seem angry or impatient, it is not about you. Silently send them love and help them heal their imbalances. The more you send love to others, the more love you get back. It is a universal law. This works for all life forms. Give yourself a mini vacation and look up at the clouds. Feel the love and beauty emanating from the heavens. Like your daisy, you are special and a bit unusual. That's this. But like, what daisy are you talking about? What's that? Help others to see the extraordinary in the ordinary, and you will always be sought after. How lucky you are to see shooting stars anytime you want. Follow Sirius, the brightest star in the nighttime sky, through the portal to another realm. There you will find your connection to the divine goddess in love. So, take care of you and your needs right now. So meditate, realign yourself, sleep. I'm feeling a strong sleeping, like resting, sleeping. So perhaps a lot of you get messages in the dream world, in your dream state, you know what I mean? Or in that hypnagogic state that happens right between when you're in a deep sleep and you wake up a little. Right there, that space is super magical. But you can't get that if you're not sleeping enough, right? All right, this was a dope reading. I was gonna say it was a pretty reading, Cancer. Thank you for joining. Thank you for sharing your energy with me, and I will see you next week. Hope this helped. Bye, Cancer.